Slacking.
Now we're live on YouTube.
Yes.
And today our guest is Rogue Warrior Ronin Broox. He'll be in a Fatal 4-Way at Rogue.
Oh.
I had it top of my head earlier. Exile.
Wow, dude.
I had it top of my head earlier. We were talking about it. Fatal 4-Way against Sal Silva, Loyoka, and Daniel Hayes for the number one contendership for the Rogue World title at Rogue Rage. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Well, you remembered something, so
yeah. Still beginning. How's your week going?
I mean, so far so good. Getting ready for the Fatal 4-Way, so hitting the gym a lot, conditioning, getting ready for a pretty intense match.
I'm prepared to watch this.
Let's see. Where to begin? What got you into Rogue?
Got me into Rogue. I mean, been with the company almost 3 years now. So 3 years ago, just there in Huntington Beach at my gym. So they're sparring with a few people, and I see one guy just sitting in the corner, just eyeing me. I'm like, all right, whatever. So a couple days pass, and two more guys show up with the same guy. I'm there sparring, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So the next day, they approach me, and if you follow the storylines, it's Youngblood, Hayes, Rio, Sledge. They're talking to me about opportunity, what they can offer me, joining them in Rogue, basically kicking ass, taking names. So, long story short, now I'm here.
So you decided to leave California?
Yeah.
And come to small city
Texas,
of Robstown, Texas?
Yeah.
And join them?
Yeah, debuted over 2 years ago at Annihilation against Sal Silva. Nobody really knew who I was, of course, my first match. But then we made a statement whenever Youngblood came out, and we all jumped Sal after the match.
And what was the motivation on that?
With Youngblood?
Yeah, why jump Sal Silva? What happened with that? Was it you or was it Sledge, Rio, Hayes?
I mean, like I said, it was my debut. Of course, Youngblood kind of recruited me to go into Rogue. It was just more making a statement. Like, this is me. I'm here with Youngblood.
Gotcha.
What are you gonna do about it, basically?
Basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're with Rogue for almost 3 years. Your Fatal 4-Way, you're facing Loyoka, Sal Silva, and Daniel Hayes. Daniel Hayes, y'all both are part of Youngblood, or were part of Youngblood, whatever's happening right now, I don't know. But you've lost to Loyoka. You faced Sal Silva. I can't remember if you lost to him. I believe you did.
Sal Silva. Unfortunately, I am 0-2 against Sal.
0-2. So
Yeah.
It's not looking good for you with 0-2 against one person already.
We'll worry about that at Exile. As far as Loyoka, believe we are 1-1.
Yeah, I was doing my research. 1-1. Of course, you never faced Daniel Hayes.
Yeah.
Is there any, I guess, animosity or anything flowing right there?
I wouldn't say any animosity. Yeah, there was a little bit of backlash, as you saw from some of the videos. Not necessarily with me and Hayes, but of course you saw the whole thing with him and Sledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as far as that, when we step in the ring, it's another opponent for me.
Yeah, of course, step in the ring, it's everybody for each other.
Yeah.
I do have one question. So you faced Sal before, and then also you were in that whole little group with Youngblood and who else was it? I'm so sorry, I have forgetful mind. Would we expect anything or anybody helping in this Fatal 4-Way, or do you think it's just going to be you on your own this whole time?
I'm going into the Fatal 4-Way expecting to be on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is for the number one contender for the Rogue World Championship. Whoever wins in that match with Blade and A3,
Mhm.
only time will tell with that.
Mhm. Cool. That's what I wanted to know.
Let's fast forward. Exile. You end up winning the Fatal 4-Way. Would you rather face A3 or Blade Lawson?
I'm gonna be honest. I've already faced Blade. Yes, he won, retained the Dark Phase Championship, but I don't see him as real competition. I see A3 as more my kind of opponent.
A3.
So you would like to beat up the prissy mama's boy versus big old buff guy like Blade?
I'm here to face the best.
Mm-hmm.
I've already faced Blade. I know he's not the best in this company.
Mm-hmm.
I have faced many other warriors like Sal, Loyoka. Like I said, Sal does have my number at the moment. That could change at Exile. Loyoka, not gonna lie, I do respect him. Whether there's mutual respect between both of us, he is probably my favorite opponent in Rogue.
Favorite one you faced so far?
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Loyoka, honestly.
No.
Oh,
No, he's a good wrestler, but like,
I mean, there's respect. We both put in the same amount of work as far as putting time in.
mhm.
I mean, yes, I do hate him, as you can tell from some of our matches in the past, but there is respect.
Yeah, I mean, if you're facing someone like multiple times and you're both 1-1,
Mhm.
it's obviously going to be both have each other's number pretty much.
Yeah.
And you have to just respect them pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we probably have the best feud right now in Rogue. Hell, probably even Coastal Bend and South Texas. I mean, we just have that animosity towards each other.
Are you still in Cali, or have you moved all the way over here?
I still have property in Cali. I do have some here as well now, coming into Rogue. I mean, every now and then, whenever like Bodega suspended me after one of the shows, I did go back for a little bit. And after Loyoka's match, I did come out and spear him
mm-hmm.
because I wanted to. Again, doing what I want to do. I wasn't going to let a suspension hold me back from doing anything.
Did they ever like fine you or even punish you more for that after you were already suspended?
If they did, I didn't care. If I saw it, I'd probably just throw it away. So if there's any
There's a fine,
outstanding fee,
it's probably all the way up there already.
I could care less right now.
Interesting.
Let's see. You go to the gym a lot. You train a lot. What's your playlist consist of?
My gym playlist right now, I'm more of a metalhead. Right now, I've lately been listening to Bleeding Through. Their new album, I believe it's called Love Will Kill All. It's pretty good. Of course, the new Slipknot. Stone Sour Corey Taylor is my favorite vocalist. Like the old All That Remains. I don't like some of their newer stuff.
It's not good anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And probably Killswitch Engage.
Mm-hmm.
Their new song just came out, which is pretty good.
That's like the only band that probably aged very well, other than Slipknot. Like, sorry, not sorry, but those two are like the only two that really aged well.
You don't listen to any type of rap?
It's not on my playlist per se. I mean, if I don't have my headphones on and it's playing in the gym, I kind of don't have a choice but to.
Sometimes you forget the headphones, man. Let's see. On the Rogue Recon, which if you haven't seen yet, go to the Rogue page. They have the aftermath of Rogue. Fuck.
Nemesis.
No, is that the last one?
You
Nemesis.
really gotta be prepared for this.
Nemesis.
What was your
is
last
a-
show?
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yes.
Okay, Rogue Nemesis. She's more prepared than I am.
I'm looking at the poster. It's right there.
I forget we have these posters around again.
Ay.
You basically came by, talked to Damien Rourke,
Mhm.
asked him to go train with you at your gym.
Mhm.
What's all that about? Can you say anything?
I mean, if you watch the recon, yes, he won the El Campeón championship from Hala Scrape.
What is crap?
He made he tap out? He didn't tap right?
Oh, you pinned him.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
when he said tap
Well,
out.
anyways, during his part, of course, it's kind of obvious to see Xavier come out and jump him, kind of brutalize him. I mean, with Rourke, seeing him come up from where he was, of course, he was a rogue official. He's putting in work too. So after seeing that, of course, I've had a couple matches with Xavier. I'm kind of taking Rourke under my wing right now. Where that ends up going, time will tell.
You're gonna make a new Youngblood with Rourke?
As far as Youngblood, we can probably consider Youngblood dead.
Youngblood dead. Just like the, what you call them, the Four Horsemen?
Yeah.
Rogue Horsemen?
I mean, as far as the Rogue Horseman, personally, that needed to end already. After A3 beat Rebel Edge, that was kind of a, guess you could say, nail in the coffin for them.
Yeah. You have any questions to ask?
I asked my one that I had that I actually remembered to ask usually.
What do you want to talk about?
As far as, I mean, this is your show. You don't have any more other questions.
I went through all 5 of them already.
I mean,
I usually have, more at the gym playlist. If you want to talk about anything more fun, I mean. You have any questions?
Where do you see yourself in the future for Rogue?
for Rogue, I mean, I've said it before in some of my posts. I'm here to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not in this business to be the best, what the hell are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's Dark Face Championship, Rogue World Championship, hell, even both, I see myself holding both of them.
If you win the Fatal 4-Way, would you have, say, 83 or Blade Lawson, whoever wins that one, put both online, or would you just be going after the world title first?
Like I said, I've already faced Blade. I don't see him as competition. I'm here to face the best, and right now the best is holding the Rogue World Championship, AA3.
Mm-hmm.
As in, you already beat Blade how many times?
I've only faced Blade once,
Once.
but of course he retained the title with blacking me out, which was a fluke, if you ask me.
So you lost him by blackout,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
That was the official's call.
Mm-hmm.
Blackout. Did you close your eyes for a few seconds and they count it as a blackout?
Allegedly.
Were you trying to think of a better game plan?
If it were to happen again, I probably would have a better game plan, but with the Dark Face Championship rules now, of course, we have to black out the champion, whoever faces him. The champion can pin, submit, whatever to win.
Not a big fan of that rule, but
Well, it's not our call, but
yeah.
I think it's a wimpy way to get your championship back. That's just in my opinion.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Blake Lawson. I prefer AA3, but considering you have two titles, you have AA3, the world champion, Blake Lawson, the Dark Face champion. I consider those two maybe the two best in Rogue. So I would still, your guys said are AA3, but like after you win the world title, say AA3 wins, you get a world title from him. What's next?
If I beat AA3,
Yeah, if AA3 wins or you beat whoever is the world champion at Rogue Rage, what will be next after that?
I mean, after that, probably other than hold on to that championship, probably go for the other one too. Have another champion versus champion match.
Winner takes all.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I think you should talk to
Brooklyn Harbor.
I would say official. I can't think of official for some reason. Yeah, Brooklyn Harper, and tell her, put both titles on the line. After, of course, if you win the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you listened to the last podcast. Me and Nick did some predictions, and I believe he called. What did he call? I think he called you. I called Daniel Hayes.
Really?
Just because I'm kind of a fan of Daniel Hayes. I'm not a real big fan of Loyoka. He's a good wrestler. All of you are good wrestlers, but Loyoka, I'm just not a big fan of. Sal Silva, not a big fan of either. Always been a bigger fan of Daniel Hayes for some reason.
So the one that's actually rooting for me is not here.
Yeah, he's not here right now. I want to say he was rooting for you. I could be wrong on that.
I'm rooting for you. I wasn't here for predictions.
She's probably just active here right now.
I don't want to get beaten up. It might happen. But
I'll message him later on see if he's actually rooting for you. I'm not too sure. He'll be sad because you're about to be our next guest. 1B, and I make sure he's not beaten up as well. So,
I mean,
say what you say.
smart.
And like what you like.
You have another question?
Have fun. If you could think of a good dream match with yourself in one, who would you pick out of the Rogue Warriors now?
Out of the Rogue Warriors now,
Or past?
Or past?
I mean, the roster now is probably more packed with talent.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like I said, A3 is one, of course. Loyoka is my favorite opponent in the ring. Honestly, I could probably see Ace Montana.
I kind of see that too.
He put Blake Lawson through a hell of a match last Nemesis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, he did give him a hell of a match.
I was like, Blake Lawson will probably just destroy him easily. And even Blake Lawson was saying that, and then he pumped through a hell of a match. Like, damn, never mind. That was a damn good match. Who's someone from the roster you haven't faced yet? You said AA3?
A3 on the face, Sir. Well, I mean, the first uprising I was in, we did have that kind of tornado tag elimination match with Horseman
But you
But
haven't
I
faced
haven't-
a one-on-one.
with Rebel Edge.
Rebel Edge. That match would have happened. Which one?
Ooh.
Hands down, the guy you're talking to.
What do you got? I don't know, man.
I mean, I love Rebel Edge.
I hate Rebel Edge, so yeah, I'll probably call you either way.
I was like, I love Rebel Edge, but sometimes things need to happen.
I don't know. I like to see you and Blake Lawson because I haven't seen that match. When did that match happen?
That one, I think it was last Nemesis for the Dark Phase Championship.
That's right. I actually did see that match. Never mind. I was there. Up on my phone.
So you're not prepared. You're actually on your phone during our shows.
Yeah, because she calls when she's at work.
You don't get signal over there. You can't use that as an excuse.
I do get sick on spotty areas. I was in the back because that was my first show.
Oh, that's right. Ooh.
So, I mean, if there's no other questions, I got to prepare for this Fatal 4-Way.
You don't want to talk about anything else?
I mean, I got nothing else to say other than
You don't want to give a speech to your opponents to be ready? Loyoka, South Silva, and Daniel Hayes?
Well, Sal and Loyoka know they better be ready, especially with the matches we've had in the past. I'm not an easy opponent. I don't go down without a fight. Hayes, on the other hand, we never face each other. We have worked together on some matches. He better be ready as well. He doesn't know what to expect from fighting me.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
I don't have anything. You're the interviewer. I'm just here for your sake.
Well, I mean, I did some research onto you, but I haven't really. I mean, you're with Youngblood.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, you aren't really a lackey, but you kind of were. I mean, the leader of Youngblood was, some would say, Sledge, pretty much.
Some would say Sledge. Some would say.
Why was he the leader? I really didn't like him.
Some would say what they want to say. Sledge is Sledge. Sledge. Yeah.
I was never a big fan of him. And if anybody was going to be a leader, it was either, let's see, it was Sledge, you, Daniel Hayes, Rio.
I would have said Rio.
You're a quiet guy, so I don't think you can be a leader. You don't talk much, but you are threatening. I'll give you that. You just don't talk much.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes words aren't needed.
Sometimes quiet is always a thing you should not overlook.
Oh, yeah. But, like, you need someone, be a leader, you gotta talk more, like less people in the past, but you already know. You watch wrestling and whatnot.
Well, I mean, if with the downfall of Youngblood, as you've seen through some of the videos, all that could change. I probably won't be as quiet.
You should continue Youngblood without Sledge. You and Daniel Hayes. I don't know about Rio.
Well, I mean, if you keep up with it, like you should be, you would know that Rio had left us after he won the Dark Phase and went to the Horsemen.
It was the Horseman?
Yeah.
I thought he started off the Horseman and he left Horseman and went to
Mm-hmm.
Got that reversed.
Ooh.
That was a mistake since Horseman dead now. Kind of like Youngblood, I guess, but you should continue with Daniel Hayes and, I don't know, maybe Damian O'Rourke. Kind of like Damian O'Rourke a little bit.
I mean,
Character. He's
yeah.
something.
I mean, Hayes, like you've seen through the past Rogue Recons, he's pretty much done with Youngblood. I wouldn't doubt he does his own thing from now on, which is pretty much what I'm going to do.
All right, then.
I guess we'll end there. If you have nothing else you want to say.
No, like I said, if there's no more questions, I got to go get ready for a Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, we'll let you go train. Rogue Exile is July 21st at the Red Barn in Robstown, Texas. So make sure you're there. See the Fatal 4-Way. There's also champion versus champion, Dark Phase champion, Blake Lawson versus the World Champion, A3, Alejandro Alvarez III. Also, they announced Rebel Edge versus Ace Montana.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny Zabian versus Damian O'Rourke, along with, there's one more match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure you don't pay attention. You're probably only pay attention to your match. I forgot their match.
He's all Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way, Fatal 4-Way.
That's the only match that matters, right?
That's the only match that matters.
It's the only match that matters. That's the one that's going to pretty much
change the world.
Take the show.
So after you win, next stop is Rogue Rage at the Jim Wells County. You want to talk about that? About Rogue?
I mean,
In the live video real quick.
As far as that,